And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Do you guys just jam all day?
Pretty much.
All day long. It's The Bonfire, Faction Talk Series XM 103. This is our Thursday Lost Tapes. I'll call it that.
Deep cuts.
Deep cuts. As DJ Lou plays you his favorite version of the worst version of Jeremy I've ever heard.
I knew you were going to say that.
Because it's building, though, right?
It's building. It's building.
Does it get somewhere?
Yeah, you got to give it time.
There's someone that was on drugs at this show. This is Red Rocks 95, right?
Yes.
When's it start kicking in when he goes, ooh,
That's right. Exactly right.
It's actually it's Colorado, so he had a real school shooter there, too.
Oh, also the problem is Colorado was the issue is he probably had, it's hard to breathe.
He's like, oh, I'm running out of steam.
So what you actually mistake for artistic integrity was laziness, Lou.
Maybe I'm not as smart musically as you.
Everybody's having a hard time breathing right now.
Was he drinking wine this early in the career?
Yes.
Was he always a wine guy?
Yes, the last few songs he would bring up a full bottle and drink it.
Do you think he, as he gets older, he's going to start getting emotional like my mom did with wine? He's like, yeah, oh man, my knees hurt and it makes me feel like I'm getting old.
He's not doing the ooh-ohs at all.
You're not waiting. You gotta have patience with this band. It's like a fine stew.
Dude, he's
stew?
He's tantricking.
Let it cook.
He's tantricking the Pearl Jam. Jay, he's edging us.
No one's ever said a fine stew.
A nice chilled canned beer.
Yeah. It's like a glorious ramen.
Oh, what elegant mud flaps.
Get out of his chair just like you, Jay.
Oh, wow. I feel like that was heat.
Nope, it's a compliment.
Here we go.
He looks very young. We'll tweet this out at the Bonfire SXM.
Where's the I? Nah.
I'll tell you right now, Lou. Little Jam Bandy.
Yeah, give me the album version.
No way.
Doing his dumb whining.
That was 95. You can see that. You can see the bottle of water by the drum kit. And remember in 95, like mid-90s is when bottled water started coming out.
Yeah.
It was like really, remember? Because I remember Dennis Miller had a 1-800-COLLECT commercial about it.
Really?
Yeah, when he was like, "Hey, babe, now they're selling water in bottles, babe."
What's next? We're gonna walk on the moon.
You ever seen Dana Carvey's Dennis Miller impression?
Oh yeah,
it's fucking perfect.
It's fantastic.
When he did Weekend Update with him,
I played it a little bit on Skanks, but if you want to put it on for a minute here, it is worth it. Kyle Dunnigan's. Oh, did we do it already? His new Bill Maher.
I haven't. No, we haven't seen it.
His new Bill Maher. And I'll give Kyle Dunnigan. I know Kurt helps him write these a shout, but Kyle Dunnigan's new Bill Maher is one of the funniest.
His Bill Maher's perfect.
But it's gotten better.
Yeah,
he does a fake.
Didn't he do it for him?
I think he did not enjoy it.
No one enjoys it.
No, it's it's what do you call it? New rules. New rules.
And I bet if you put Kyle Dunnigan, yeah,
he did. Yeah. See if
dude, my laser eyes are wearing off. I can't read. I've been noticing the past couple days. I can't read the screen anymore.
Was it 3 days ago? That might be it. Yeah. No, that's the actual new rules. Shit, I'm sorry. Now go to Kyle Dunnigan's Instagram. It'll be on that. Apologies, but we'll look at that when it comes up. What a great thing! Another subject that we wanted to bring up here was Jeremy, the song.
Yeah.
The reason I said started today, Lord, did I know it was going to be that opus.
Well, you kind of knew. You should have seen it coming because we were outside and you were like, "Hey, open the show with Jeremy today," and DJ Lou went, "Can I like your version or my version?" And you were like,
and he definitely went in his head. He went Red Rocks 95.
Did you immediately know that?
Yeah.
Is that one of your favorite performances by Pearl Jam?
Yeah.
If you were to like isolate one song
of that song, that's the best performance of that song.
Because I think if your favorite band, you know, mine is Queens of the Stone Age did a MTV Unplugged, but for Europe, and they did this song I Never Came, and it fucking rules. It was like only on German television.
Yeah.
So it's like an incredible concert, but then when the song's over, you want like American hype, and instead it's like Stag und Kings of the Stone Age, Klumpenstag und I Never Came.
Because I want to get into a subject with
About Jeremy.
About Jeremy. Let's just watch this real quick to get it out of the way because it really is worth just sharing.
And this is Kyle Dunnigan's Bill Maher at his Instagram page.
Start it over.
And unmuted. Bottom right.
America's been scheduled for execution.
Perfect.
And no matter how hard you pray, there won't be a last-minute call from the governor. Tuesday's midterms will be the most important elections in the history of the world, and the good guys aren't going to win. Looks like the fat people get their way. On November 8th, democracy will be dipped in batter, fried, and then eaten. And for those of us who aren't mag-tarded, it won't be a happy meal.
The leaning is the best part.
Yeah. He gayed it up a little. He gayed the voice up a little, but he nails it, dude.
Also, the flag is an ice cream cake.
Is that like the tag-on joke? So good, so good. But yeah, I was watching a Rock and Roll True Stories today about, it says the tragic life of the kid who played Jeremy. 6-minute video. They were able to recap his entire sad life in 6 minutes.
So the song is a bummer about a kid, and then the music video is a bummer about a kid because that kid died in real life.
But that kid, like, he did acting for a while, didn't love it. Then he wanted to be at work in the UN, and then he went overseas, and he was working as a speechwriter for like foreign dignitaries, all this crazy shit, and then he went to
Just
a beach.
A dictator getting a speech, and late one night in his palace, he's like, "Tell me something about yourself that you've never told anybody." He's like, "I was Jeremy." He goes, "In the video."
Yeah.
You're shitting me.
Shut right the fuck up.
I'm going to execute the 15,000 people who protested me. And you were fucking Jeremy.
Shut up.
I went to boarding school in Connecticut. Of course I remember that album.
So he, and then at one point in the middle of all this, what he was going to do with his life, and he was going to start maybe working in IT. I don't know why he was dialing back to that. He went swimming. I forget where. Do you remember where, Lou? Seems like you would know.
Do you follow all of the actors from the Pearl Jam videos?
Of course, dude.
I don't.
Where's that lamb now from the cover of Versus?
He goes, deliciously cooked
Yeah.
as for a Christmas dinner.
There's
And
lamb chops at Jeff Ament's house.
McCready had it for a lovely Christmas dinner.
I always use Ament. You always use McCready.
Always.
Trevor Wilson, and he died in Puerto Rico.
So in Puerto Rico, he was out far swimming on the beach, and a current grabbed him and took him out. And he fought it and got back to see, and then just believed, like, his buddy was like, "Hey, don't go out there again, man. It's
Yeah.
like pretty bad." And he goes, "Buddy, I already defeated that current." And then the next time it just sucked him out and he died.
Current was like, watch this.
Yeah, they brought him back in and he was just dead by the time he got to the shore.
Current was
What a nitwit.
The Current was a Nirvana fan. It was like, fuck you. I know who you are, kid.
Yeah, the current's mad that Mudhoney broke up because of
Temple of the Dog was bullshit. It should have just been Cornell. He challenging the ocean like that to me is always a loss. It reminds me of in sports when you're watching a game and the broadcasters bring up, like, you know, I don't know if we talked about Eagles Commanders on Tuesday. I forget if we talked about it.
Yeah.
But anyways, when you're watching like an NFL game and they're like, he hasn't thrown an interception in 63 consecutive passes, and that's intercepted
always
at the
coming up
40.
immediately.
Yeah, you do that with the ocean, that's such bigger stakes to be like, I got away from it already.
I gotta tell
I'm
you, there's
good.
nothing I could picture more. And now getting dragged out far from shore is a nightmare, but like if you could see the shore, there's some sense of hope inside of you. Whenever I've done those cruise ships and you think when you're in the middle where there's nothing on either side of you except great ocean.
Yeah.
And you don't know which direction is anything. If you fell off and no one knew in the middle of that, like, I don't know if there's a worse way to die. You'd hope to God sharks get you.
Fast.
But I'm saying you hope that that's how it just goes. Because here's the thing. You don't want to just die, like, waiting and freezing and, like, turning into ice in the water. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I got into, I think it was because somebody on here, the USS Indianapolis, and then I, like, read about it on Wikipedia, and then I listened to the last podcast on the left where they did like a 4-parter about it, so in depth on it. Dude, there was a part where the guys were in the sea for so long that one of them went crazy and was like, there's a hotel under the water. We can swim under there and have Cokes. you know? And they were like, oh, don't do that, because they were all holding each other together. And so one guy would go, and another guy, it's like exerting energy to stop a guy from trying to swim under and fuck everything up. It's like, dude, that sounds, just being out at sea and just going crazy and dehydrating.
Yeah, the whatchamacallit, what some of them were doing was, they were out there for so long. An I Survived episode I watched, they were out there for so long, and one of them was just like, I can't anymore, like I have to drink water. And just started drinking like ocean water, and then went absolutely. And then he was the one. Like I think he killed one of the people like they were just out there waiting with. Like he just went nuts. He was like, because they were like, he says, I see land over there, and they're like, there's no land over there, Steve. And he was like, there's fucking land. And because they wouldn't let him like go in that direction or whatever. Like, I think what happened was, I think he may have killed somebody and jumped in the water, and then sharks just ate him immediately.
That's the funniest ending possible.
Yeah. He killed the guy for trying to stop him and then jumped in.
Why'd you make me do that? All right, I'm going to get in the ocean. And the shark. I mean, I wonder if the blood from the first guy attracted the sharks.
Now, how could salt water kill you? I thought, isn't like a quick way to blow out your system is to like pound like 2 liters of salt water?
I didn't know that. Is that a thing?
I'm not sure. I think you dehydrate and die pretty quickly.
Probably the way they were doing it. I don't know if...
That's way more concentrated salt water than anything you're going to
make it home, you're right.
Yeah. You wonder if you get bit by that shark, if you're just like, yes.
With a sweet release.
Yeah, you're like,
and you go, can you bite me just in half immediately so it's over?
I want to rub your tongue.
Yeah, you almost like put your head in there.
Yeah.
Like bite my head off.
Do it. Turn it off, dude. Turn off the lights.
The one story about the guy that was... he was just talking to his buddy, and then he wasn't responding, and then he realized he'd been bitten in half.
Jesus.
That they actually describe that in Jaws, but that's an actual thing that apparently happened.
But he didn't notice? Like,
I mean,
he was talking to the guy, he's like, ugh.
The shark had just bit him in half.
Clean in half?
That's
like,
got to be pretty clean.
I feel something banging on my feet real quick. Oh.
They're silent?
Oh, no, it's a...
Because I feel like you would see movement if a shark was big enough to bite you in half.
No. I mean, he didn't realize his buddy had got bitten in half.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if you're talking to your buddy, were you saying that they were talking while he got bit and he didn't notice?
No, afterward. Because they were all delirious and nodding out, but they were all in groups trying to fend off.
Because it's easy
sharks.
to notice when someone's pooping and you're talking to them, let alone getting bit in half by a shark.
They were
on the phone, you're like, that's right.
They were all half dead. I mean, Dan Carlin did a good hour on that also, Dan. Indianapolis.
I wonder if the Indianapolis, if it was the Dan Carlin one I listened to. I know last podcast one, but there was, if that's where the story of the hotel with the guy, because there was like 4 different groups that were just floating of like multiple people.
Dude, trying to where your mind's at when you're trying to convince other people, like, guys, I know it sounds crazy.
I know. There's a hotel.
There is a Sheraton underneath the water.
And I got points. We go down there. We could probably split a couple, 2 queens in a...
He goes, I'll log into my Netflix on the TV, and we'll ride this thing out.
I'm going to take a hot shower, I'm going to have a snack, and then I'm going to sleep.
I think I saw a Chipotle around the corner.
So, and if you try to stop me, I'm going to stab you for me going down into my little water town.
I will kill you.
I'll fucking kill you. And I'm friends with sharks now, too.
Make complete sure that I will kill you.
That's like drunk girl logic when they're down there. They're like, and I'm going to be friends with the sharks.
Yeah. What?
I'm going to be friends with them.
Has anybody even tried that? That's probably why they're misunderstood.
So they're so snappy. Yeah, dude.
The biggest nightmare, because when you see the fin, when they're coming at you horizontal, that's one thing. But when they're doing the vertical attack, and you just...
From underneath,
You have no idea when that's coming. That's got to be the most terrifying.
Wait, what do you mean? Like horizontal?
When they're coming at you sideways versus if they're like the jaws cover, like he's coming right up on you.
I don't know. I feel like if I'm going to get killed by a shark, do me like that.
Top to bottom or bottom to top.
Bottom to top.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I don't want to. Don't take my fat. I know you want the fat torso of mine, but.
But also there is something to be said for like getting it over quick. Like if I ever get eaten by a movie anaconda, anaconda.
Pop my head.
I mean, come at me like the way they got Voight in the movie.
Yeah.
You got to take me head down. Do not slowly eat me from the legs up.
Because you're talking to your friend and you're going, oh,
Yeah.
it's moving.
He goes,
oh, man, I can feel it.
Oh, it's all weird inside.
Oh, I can feel like, it feels like
All right, guys.
like
looks
a large asshole is pushing me
and-
through it.
And it's been nice knowing you.
Guys, also, one last thing. If you go in my garage, there's like a bunch of old photos.
yeah. Or it's right in the middle and you go, oh, shit, Dan, before I forget, go destroy all of my laptop computers, please.
Honestly, log me out. Reset my browsers.
He goes, dude, I mean, restore to factory settings and clear my history.
Telling you, go, just do that for me.
If you wouldn't mind, if you could, just throw my phone deep ocean.
Oh, yeah, man. Getting, you wonder if the people that get attacked by sharks and live, if there's any of them that are like, I mean, you couldn't just finish the fucking job. Like if you were suicidal and got attacked by a shark and then you lived.
Yeah, you're like, well, great.
Now I have munch marks.
Now I'm a half man.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks for making me half the man I used to be.
Now I don't have legs to be able to jump off this roof.
Oh, you piece of shit. I can't run from my problems anymore. You have fucking stopped me. But you were saying we were going to look up other kids that have been in videos or actors.
Or just actors in videos who have tragic endings. I bet there's a list.
Jacob, if you look up on Google.
Music video actors suffered tragic ends. But that's very specific words. Who have died.
Tragic ends.
Tragic ends.
Look up someone who's had a misfortune later in life.
Can you look up music video stars who have befallen great tragedy?
We have to keep it mystic. Look up video stars that have joined the other side.
This is just celebs.
Yeah, no.
Performers who died in front of their audiences. Is that a big list?
I don't know.
Well, go to that one, the Wikipedia page. You were just on it.
Yeah.
Jacob, go down. Right there, list of entertainers who died during a performance.
Damn, they have centuries.
Yeah, we'll do. Well, you can go back.
21st century works.
Yeah, but you see what's happening. Yeah, let's go back to the 90s.
Owen Hart.
Oh, yeah.
Big one.
Yeah, I just watched another one about that. I forgot that a live audience did see it happen.
They
and then
kept
the show
going.
Continued, yeah.
And by the way, it was like because of one rig. The Dark Side of the Ring of it was great. Brandon Lee, I remember that.
Yeah, a lot of things on. A Red Fox had a heart attack on a CBS sitcom. What?
That's so funny because that was his thing. So it was noted that initially castmates on the set thought Fox was only fooling around after he clutched a chair and fell to the floor. Remember? He used to do that. I'm coming.
That is hilarious.
And then he actually has one.
It's me, Elizabeth. I'm coming to you.
It's The Boy Who Cried Wolf, where God is like, dude, I'm going to take him out at a heart attack. And everyone's going to be like, yeah, he's doing the thing. He's doing his thing.
Go down to
now we're getting back.
2000s.
Yeah.
Get to the aughts.
2001, died of a heart attack, a conductor at the Deutsche Oper Berlin, at the Berlin, dude.
I didn't realize that the guy from Great White, one of the guys died in the fire. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Wow.
Yeah, it was 100 people. He was the 100th. Wow.
You want to know what happened to the bee girl from the Blind Melon video?
Did something bad happen?
Nothing. She's fine.
She's absolutely fine.
She's thriving in life.
She couldn't be doing better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the saddest one's Dimebag Darrell. They're like, oh, yeah, he did die on stage.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. A Japanese wrestler, Mitsuharu Misawa,
Of course.
got a cervical spine injury while took a suplex,
Jesus Christ.
causing a fatal cardiac arrest. Damn.
Damn.
Oh, that's the girl from SeaWorld. That was a great one.
Which one?
When Shamu just turned on her.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Turned on her like
That was
a
2010.
Siegfried and Roy tiger.
Don Brancho
Yeah.
was pulled under the water by the orca. Tictum. How do you say that name? Ticketum? Tillicum. Ticketum.
Tillicum.
And, dude, if you're there with your family and you're like, okay, all right, guys,
He
my
goes,
kid's starting to get a little worried.
Probably part of the show.
Okay, Swedish comedian Lasse Eriksson died during the final number of his show, Freilichen Man 2.
The final
For
number.
Happy Men 2.
Oh, man. A
Oh,
rapper MC Deleste was fatally shot in the abdomen during a free performance. Oh, a free performance?
Yeah, that
Who
hurts.
was even getting paid for it?
We're all the way up to 2016. Damn, dude, people dying on stage. Is there a refund?
Is
Like, how far into the show? If they die opening number, do you get a refund?
You should. There's an argument there. Class action suit if they don't.
Did you ever see that? I mean, this doesn't count because they brought him back to life. This was last year. It was a soccer game.
I
think it was
remember that.
Premier League. He had his
had a heart
heart
attack.
stopped while
Yeah.
he was in the middle of the play. They collapsed. It was terrifying, and they resuscitated him on the field.
Who's a
Original Boston drummer Sid
That's crazy.
Bahashian died after collapsing during a performance on the Legends of Rock cruise.
I know it sucks so much because the original. No, don't keep going down. Go back up, Jacob, for a second. But yeah, Boston, the lead singer of Boston, killed himself. I think way early '90s or late '80s, something. But he killed himself, and so this guy's getting to perform. He was so excited to get to perform again on the Legends of Rock cruise.
He's like, "Oh man, bring it together."
And again, dude, you have a heart attack on a cruise ship. It's just like you're dead. You're dead. Even if they helicopter you, how fast is that going to possibly be? That's the one I want to see. Who's Christina Grimmie? Because she was shot while signing autographs following a performance in Orlando, Florida.
Wait, who is this?
Christina Grimmie, right at the top. Yeah. Who is she? An American singer and YouTuber. What? How did we never hear this story?
Oh shit! I think they look her up, Jacob. I think there's a documentary about her, but like a guy.
Lil Wayne was going to sign her. Lil Wayne. That's kind of a weird one.
I like YouTube stars. A lot of people don't know this man.
Do you think?
Everybody knows that Little Weezy's on YouTube. Big Weezy.
I mean, that is wild. Assassinated. She was a YouTuber? Who's that mad at YouTube? Are we part of the problem with that?
No, I wonder if
What's
it's
with these YouTube celebrity getting everything they want?
doing stand up. I wonder if it's like a stalker.
Maybe. But yeah, she sang a song. Damn, in Orlando.
Damn.
They're not going to show it.
But go down to see if there's any like documentaries about her or anything, because that's fucking crazy.
Signing autographs. I never heard one of these songs. I hate to say.
It'd be crazy if you were actually in to her and you were like, "Oh no, that's a big loss."
Yeah.
Yeah. I go, Christina Grimmie's, I don't even know. It happened 10 years ago. She's dead?
What?
I thought she was just taking a long break to write her next album.
Damn, dude.
Zelda Love is the name of... Wait, so is she a fucking, like, Twitcher or something like that?
I don't know.
Is that what you call that? A Twitcher?
Did she twitch?
Was she a meth addict?
She pick her skin?
Oh, okay. It's the life and... So it is a documentary. The life and career of the late singer. Damn, man. She started singing and uploading videos, her YouTube channel at the age of 15 from the beginning of her career to her tragic death in 2016. Damn. That's a bummer. Is it a movie or documentary? If it's already a movie.
Who killed her?
Documentary.
It's a documentary?
They find out who killed her? Yeah. Go back to her Wikipedia.
What if you find out she was a blood? She was pirated, dude.
She asked for this.
She was heavy in the streets.
Look, when you play the game,
Yeah.
you know.
So she
these are
got
the
a
things that
guy,
happen.
whatever. His cousin came back. Boom, boom, boom. She's on YouTube talking a lot of shit.
Zip zap. So she did a voice audition too, huh? Is that what it said up there?
I don't know where you are.
Right there. Post The Voice and major label debut. So she was on The Voice. Okay. Doesn't say anything about her death at all?
Surprised it doesn't.
You know the singer Jackie Wilson?
Mm-hmm.
He died on stage, and the audience thought it was just part of the act.
Really?
Like James Brown would throw himself to the ground, that type of thing.
They thought it was that?
Wait,
Yeah.
is Jackie Wilson do Your Love?
Yes.
It's from Ghostbusters,
Ghostbusters
too?
2.
Yeah, hell yeah. And he died, and everyone was like, ah!
Yeah, yep.
And he
Say You Will?
And he just stayed down.
Say you will. Yes.
And
Yeah.
then, dude, laying down there dead, the first person that realizes it, when you're screaming, you're like, he's like,
It's like he's doing that thing where he pops back up. I'm
And he
so
goes-
excited for it.
he hasn't moved in
and,
a
then you,
while.
and then you hear,
Yeah. Oh, Daddy, I'm coming home. Open up for me, heaven. Says something cool, black dude, before he dies.
Um,
It's time to pass.
Here we go. On June 10th, 2016, Grimmie performed with Before You Exit at the Plaza in Plaza Live in Orlando. Earlier in the day, she posted an announcement on social media asking people to attend the concert. After her performance ended at 10 p.m. local time, she signed autographs inside the venue. At 10:24, she was shot by 27-year-old Kevin James. Wow, young Kevin James did that.
Damn.
Pretty
Kevin
crazy.
James.
Kevin James Leobel. After initially opening her arms to give him a hug.
Damn.
That's the shittiest thing ever. He goes, oh my God, it's you.
Damn.
And you think as soon as her arms open up, she goes, wait, this guy's been a problem.
Oh
She's
my
like,
God.
She was like, I recognize his face from somewhere, so let me be
Where
familiar.
do I
And
know
she goes,
you?
oh my God, long time no shit.
Dude, I did that in Minneapolis when I was working Acme. I was like going to do press. And I have heat with the other club. I used to have heat, I guess, with the other club.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just like, there was a manager that we both know at the other club, and I walked in to do a podcast, and the other comic that was headlining was there, and I saw him, and I came around the corner and just saw that manager, but didn't put where it was from, and I was like, hey! And halfway through the conversation, I'm like, I hate this guy. I forgot.
You're like, oh, we don't get along.
So the conversation started, because he was like, hey, he was nice. He was like,
Yeah.
hey, but by the end, we were both like, oh, last time we saw each other, we didn't like each other.
So later.
Yeah, but this is the worst case scenario of that. Opening your arms for a hug and getting shot.
I mean, oh my God, if it isn't my stalker
Oh, God damn it. Well, apparently, after he shot her, he fled the scene, and then he was tackled by her brother, and they fought, and then the guy broke free back
Damn,
against the wall.
Her brother with the fury of you just murdered my sister.
Yeah, and then he got away, and then he shot himself.
Shot himself. Damn.
He killed himself.
So the brother never even got his revenge. He goes, just so you know, I could have kicked your ass too, but we'll never know.
Oh, shit. He goes, oh, man.
She was bleeding from the head on the floor. She was taken to the medical center in critical condition with 4 gunshot wounds. Pronounced dead right before 10 p.m. Okay,
Jacob,
I don't know
come
about
on.
that. I don't know. They did an autopsy, which said that she was actually only shot 3 times. What?
Jesus.
That's a weird thing to... What? Once in the head, twice in the chest. Her official cause of death was gunshot wounds of head and chest. This is a poorly written Wikipedia.
Well, the guy that killed her, was the Orlando Police Department, said that the guy had traveled by taxi to Orlando from his home in St. Petersburg, and he brought 2 handguns with extra ammunition and a large hunting knife.
Nice, Jacob.
The suspect traveled to Orlando apparently to commit this crime, and then had plans to travel back where he came from. All right. Well, the bags, the attendees, one witness complained that the security was concerned about food and beverages being brought into the theater, but did not catch Loebe's guns. Witnesses described Loebe as nervous and kind of creepy.
Yeah, do you see? It says they didn't offer motive, but they said that he had shown an unhealthy and unrealistic infatuation with the singer.
Oh, yeah.
And tried to make himself more physically attractive for her through weight loss, hair plugs, and eye
Shout out.
surgery. What?
Shout out, but the back
hair.
too. Space hair and eye surgery.
If the space hair didn't do it and eye surgery, then
Let me tell you right
she
now.
wasn't fucking you, dude.
Let me tell you right now. You get a science wig and you ain't pulling, shave your head. It's all for naught.
So they're going with the if I can't have you, then nobody else can thing. He lived like a hermit.
Oh, cool.
It's like he lived under a rock.
That was perfect.
His family said that they weren't aware that he had guns or was traveling to Orlando. They say they've never heard of the girl, never heard him talk about her, or watched The Voice. However, his only friend in the world claimed to have known about his obsession.
Oh, your only friend in the world is giving an interview. We're going like, yeah, dude, he was pretty crazy about it.
Yeah, he was nuts. He said he didn't know his obsession had that far of an extent. His coworker said the same. He would be angry and defensive when questioned about his obsession. And before the
Dude, could you imagine working with a guy and you go, so do you like know her? And he goes, no. He's got bandages on from the LASIK, and his hair is like his head's bleeding where the surgery was. He goes, this is gonna work. This is gonna be a thing.
And he goes, hey, Grimmie.
Yeah. Hi.
I did this for you.
No.
That you should tip you off. He was probably unsound as when he would say to people, "I'm tired and ready to ascend."
Yeah, dude. Anyone that says they're ready to ascend.
Yeah, they were like,
Get out of
I
there.
guess he goes, I didn't know it was that crazy. He did say he was ready to ascend.
Anybody that says ascend that isn't my grandma's age, worry about.
Yeah.
If my grandma was like, I'm ready to ascend, I'd be like, yeah, dude, go say hi to Dad and Aunt Karen and Michelle.
I think after the third,
You know, just pat her hand. Go ascend. A guy like this tells you you're going to ascend. You're like, I need a flak jacket, dude. I need something.
But when you have hair plugs and you're just a little overweight and, relatively young, something's triggering you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's hilarious. His only friend in the world said he was a lunatic.
Damn, dude, your only friend is like, I don't know. He's not my only friend. that was how he probably phrased that. I just want to let you know, I have like a lot of friends, but I was.
Yeah, I'm his only friend,
but,
and I'll be honest with you, like he called it friend. I was more like an acquaintance. Like we knew a couple of the same people.
You wonder if
they hated him.
That same guy though, like a year before, if that guy had something he wanted, he'd be like, "That's my good friend, dude."
He had eye surgery for her.
He had LASIK for her.
Yeah, no more glasses.
Weight loss, hair plugs, and eye surgery for her.
She still wasn't in.
But by the way, she probably was like, yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm a teenager and you're a man. Leave me
No, it wasn't
alone.
even that great. It was 22 and 27. Right? He was like 27, it said.
I don't think she's never seen him before he shot her. I believe.
She was going in for a hug. What if that was the beginning of her going like, okay, do I recognize you? Like, the person I think I'm remembering you have had less hair and
terrible
glasses.
eyes. It was fat.
It was fat with the worst sight.
Yeah, well, I got to do it now. Yeah,
Is this
man,
her?
that's very sad.
Hang on, wait. Get off of that. No, what other people said? The Voice tweeted. I want to see what Adam Levine wrote. That he and his wife were absolutely devastated and heartbroken. You don't have to let us know how your wife feels.
You're kind of covering right now already.
Blake Shelton wrote, I'm stunned and disgusted and heartbroken that we lost that sweet little girl. That's a creepy way to put it.
Well, he says it in a country voice, so he goes, well, we lost that sweet little girl.
Yeah. And then
shut your eyes.
And then Gwen Stefani said, who the fuck you calling the sweet little girl?
Yeah, she went, bitch, what?
Excuse me? Longtime friend and former tour mate, Selena Gomez. Hot. She was performing only a few miles away. Well, if you're good friends with her and former tour mates, maybe you don't book the same city at the same time.
That's kind of rude.
Each other's crowd. That's pretty fucked up.
Sometimes you bump into each other, like Jay and I will at comedy clubs, but it's purely coincidental.
She's at the Amway Center where she, when the other girl got shot, Selena Gomez was somewhere being well protected.
Yeah. Her security team locked down.
So that's great. Damn. That's a pretty fucked up one. Go back to the list of people who died. Who else? A dancer. Slumped on stage. It's always a collapsing, it seems like. Argentinian singer. Comedian. Did you see that one already? Comedian Ian Cognito.
Oh, I remember reading about that on Twitter.
Ian Cognito?
Yeah, Ian Cognito. He's British, right?
He died of a heart attack during a show in Bicester.
Don't know where that is.
It's a gay part of London. Or at least the bisexual part of London.
I was going to say, it's only kind of gay.
Yeah. It's just, loosey-goose part of London.
It goes what it's into. Damn, I can't talk.
He sat on a chair and laid back for 5 minutes with audience members initially believing it was part of his routine and even... Hey, guys, let me tell you something. If I ever take... I genuinely mean this. A 30-second pause, scream for the police and a doctor, please.
Yeah. If I go sit down and just say I'm ready to ascend,
or if I just sit down and just go,
it's not a bit.
Give me a second, guys. And they go, Jay's doing the old heart attack bit in the chair again.
And I'm grabbing my left arm, going, you guys, what, you think I can't get out of this?
He goes, anybody else smell toast?
I go, that's what I said to her. Why did you buy it when you could have run? Falling into your mic is so funny.
By the way, a lot of these people they keep calling comedians, then they say they died singing. I don't know why that is.
Josh Adam Myers, dude.
Josh Adam Myers thing. Yeah, look at this one. It says, wait, where did I just see that? I just saw another comedian.
Dude,
well, look at Ian Cognito. I want to see what his comment. Oh man. Oh, man.
Wide neck on the shirt.
Oh, no, it's not a wide neck, dude. He's wearing like a girl's...
It's a lady.
It's like a St. Pauli girl outfit. Jacob, bring up his comedy.
Oh, man.
Bring up his comedy. Oh, His stage character was likened to Dr. Jekyll creating Mr. Hyde.
Ooh.
Oh, Incognito. Posthumously, you're about to get ripped, dude. You're about to get bonfired.
It's crazy if you're an edgelord and you die on stage. You're like, what, does that freak you guys out? Would it freak you guys out if I just fucking sat down?
Ready to ascend?
You guys
Is somebody
really...
microwaving nickels?
Hey, do you guys see my grandpa?
Oh, look. It's young Lord Vader and Obi-Wan.
Does anyone else see my childhood dog right here?
Fitzy.
Oh, look, it's Buckles.
Oh, it's like the one who does the Philly thing.
What do you mean?
What's it? What is the name of the... There's the guy who does...
Dude, just seeing people that have passed on and you asking if they're there is just so
I thought
funny.
this was fucking, what's a Check It Out?
Oh, shit.
This looks like
Angelo Salazar?
Angel Salazar.
Let's check it out.
No, what's the one from Philly, dude? We've definitely looked it up before.
Oh, God, he's got all the different...
He wears like Philly stuff. He's just like a girl wearing Philly stuff. He dresses like my
It's
mom,
called,
actually.
like Aunt Patty?
Aunt Pat.
It's Aunt Pat. Miss Pat rules.
No, but yeah, that's why I keep thinking Miss. No, I think it's Aunt Mary Pat.
I
think
think
that's what it is. Let's watch this first, and then bring me a little Aunt Mary Pat while you're at it. Jacob.
Which, by the way, Aunt Mary Pat moves seats, sold out Soul Joel Dome several times.
Oh, I bet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in that area.
Dude, lunks. Those people are funny. Those people who have fun hucking rocks at trains.
Hey, guys, what's up with this stupid political system? It's like, if I want to wear a dress, do you guys see that light? Hey, is it getting cold in here for anyone else?
Yeah, it's Aunt Mary Pat here.
Yeah, her dying on stage. She's like,
Yeah, and then I'm all like, well, send me over to the fucking Birds game.
why is, and then he breaks character. Why is everything cold right
What's
now?
happening? Oh God.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like time someone finger me over at Xfinity Live.
He goes,
And then I
oh,
is
anyone else getting really scared? I don't want to go.
little dizzy.
I don't want to go.
Yo, Aunt Mary Pat. I'm not ready to ascend. I'm not ready because, oh shit, he's Kevin again.
Oh my God.
Kevin?
There's so much more I'm ready to do.
He commits like Sacha Baron Cohen. He's like, call me a Mary Pat, and then also call the ambulance.
Call it. Is this him dying?
Give us a little incognito.
What I fucking like. Got a 4x4, got a great big 4x4, and I love it. Because I used to have a 4x2, which was basically a piece of wood. What do you drive, big fella? Specky geezer. Having a good fucking look, are you? Am I not big enough for you with your glasses? What do you drive, son? What do you drive? A bicycle. You drive a bicycle. Fair play. You fucking dickhead. You ride a bicycle.
Joe
loves
international comedy.
Joe loves international comedy. You can't get enough of it. You want to name a sandwich
Get
after
a
it.
car, mate, and when you do get a Japanese car, they're fucking brilliant. You get a lot of value for money with a Japanese car, right? My Toyota, it's got a little device on it. It knows when I've earned a few quid and a bit of it fucks up.
What?
Oh, Jay.
I
You...
didn't
Must
hear
be
the
why
words.
it's called an off-roader, because it's never on the fucking road.
Bam! Count it. Count it, dude.
Maynard,
That's Joe approved.
I'm the Londoner. I flew up there, fucking yeah. I actually cycled to...
It's like Snatch, the comedy show.
Bristol Fly.
Hobbly, shimbling, blobbly, boo. That's your matter. Shimbling, but you fucking you cunt, you.
Damn, dude.
And he died on stage. So he's like, what was you looking at, you fucking cunt? I'm asleep.
Well, no one had any idea,
Giving
by
it
the
his
way. He
all.
wears a dress, so he went down and his fucking dork probably flopped out.
Oh, dude, dying with your dork out?
In a dress?
Ugh.
And having to explain, he goes, no, it's this dumb character.
Dude, sometimes even I'll like get... I can't imagine dying and your dick just being out. Because it's not going to look good.
Oh, no.
Zero chance your dick looks good when you die. Unless you die fucking like Pryor's dad.
Oh, that'd be great. Wouldn't it be great just to have... Or, yeah, just like a... I want to hope I have a heart attack after I just jerked off and it's starting to go back down. Because I don't want him to think...
I'll tell you...
I'd rather not have my boner judged forever. It's fine. I wouldn't worry about the flack from it, but I'd rather have judged on looks like this guy had a nice soft swinger.
Yeah, if I can die...
And that's moments after coming.
I would pick J&O in the shower,
Mm-hmm.
getting out of the shower right after I JO'd, collapse.
Yeah.
So I don't want to die in the shower because I always
No.
imagine them trying to pick up my wet, big body.
No. Also, maybe you have the
Slipping.
towel around your waist too. So circumstantially, they're going to see your boner, but it's not always there. But man, I wish it would stay in that state.
Remember,
Please.
isn't it Clerks where the girl fucks the dead guy and then they say like, "Oh, you can have a boner."
Rigor mortis, yeah. Can you play a little Aunt Mary Pat?
We'll tweet these out.
Is there any Aunt Mary Pat bombing? Because that would be funnier.
No, I wasn't. I lied. I was at the friggin' Wawa. Even worse. And there I go, being a good citizen, being a nice friggin'
He does have the
person.
great
I
accent.
gotta hold the door
Yeah.
for this piece of shit, right? Using my own friggin' strength to hold the door for this asshole. And it was during Hoagie Fest, so I was in a good friggin' mood.
I can't even get mad at it because it is just local.
And
It's just
she walked
local
right on
stuff.
by,
Did you ever
she don't
get
even
buried in Long Island by early in your career by like a local doing just local stuff?
I got buried in Miami by a local just doing stuff like that.
God,
Last week I was murdered.
When it
by-
happens, dude, when a local comes up and is like, "I'm just gonna cake you," using all this shit that everyone knows that you don't know, and that I remember foolishly trying to like make a local reference after that, be like, "Wait a minute."
That's worse.
It's hop hog. And then like you didn't even fucking say it right, and you're like, hop hog.
I don't like coming to town and trying to do that with things you know.
No, I'm
either
saying
is
I
the
like-
word. I mean, it could be something you know,
I
you
ju-
actually know, but just throwing out like things in town.
But later in my career, now I'm very comfortable being like, I stay at my hotel. I don't. Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't see your city.
Exactly. I know. They're like, but I mean, so-and-so barbecue place, am I right?
Well, if I'm gonna go to Stilts, you might as well let me wear some sweatpants.
Nobody
Let's
under
go.
400 pounds walks through the door of Stilts, right?
Let's go. Let's go, Central High Cougars. Let's go, Cougar Pride.
Let's go.
Cougar
Let's go.
Pride. Cougar Pride.
Let's go.
Dude, the Aunt Mary Pat thing though. One thing I'm so grateful for in comedy
Your
is
health.
that I get to my health, and that I don't die on stage, and that at no point for my act every night do I have to like line up a wig and like do makeup. You know what I mean? And then
Yes.
be like, all right, now I'm right. Like I can, someone can wake me up out of a nap and
You
be
can
like,
get on stage, technically.
yeah, you can. All right, I'll go on stage and do
If
it.
you don't mind me on sweatpants.
Yeah, fine. I could wake up in my nightwear and
Absolutely. And just do it. Yeah, you don't have to do a whole thing. That's why that was my favorite moment. And I've said it to you before. Chips Cooney
yeah,
with Dave Attell when I was like, I came off Dave Attell's the tour bus tour of Insomniac.
Yeah.
I did the East Coast with him.
that's awesome. That's awesome because I remember
I was
that.
young. I was young in comedy.
Well, I remember I was young in college and I was
Yeah.
obsessed with Insomniac. So it's just cool that like it's one of those things where if time travel was real, I don't think I'd go kill Hitler. I would just go back to like 2002 when I had no money and I'd be like, "Hey, the guy that's opening for Attell on this tour, Insomniac tour, you guys are going to be friends. You're going to have a radio show together at Sirius XM." And I'd be like, "What about all my debt?" And you're like, "Hey, you get through it." You know? That's the stuff I was thinking about with time travel because that's so cool because I was such a fan. It's like how I feel when I watch when
I was still a drinking Attell too at that time.
Oh my God. I think that way when I think about Tourgasm. Like
Yeah.
that Bobby would later in my life, I would be like almost like an older brother to me.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, I just remember him bullying Jay Davis on Tourgasm.
So funny.
So you said you were on this Insomniac tour and you came off with Chip and then
And I
Chips
came
Cooney.
off and I was, they gave me like a one night, I think, like a one night headline at Rascals or something
Yeah.
in Cherry Hill. That's where
Yeah.
it was for sure. And Chips Cooney was featuring. And I was like, okay, sure. And he went, and man, he went up there. And when he came out, he was putting on his magician's thing, you know, his thing he does like bad magic on purpose.
Yeah.
And he was getting his shit together for the show to go on before me. And he was kind of just asking me about me and whatever. It was very nice. And I was like, yes, I just came off of Dave Attell's like Insomniac tour. And he was like, oh, yeah, was that fun? He's like, what did you do, like the clubs and stuff? And I was like, no. We did like these like big theaters at like right outside college campuses and stuff. It was pretty amazing. And him just this old man, gray hair, tying his cape onto his neck and going like, oh, Attell's doing theaters now? I go, good for him. That kid was always funny.
Yeah.
Just like
Oh.
he came like, I give him the pass. It was
Oh.
just so funny. And then when he would come in the room after the show, his closing bit, was getting down to, he's an old man, dude, getting down to nipple tassels and socks with sock garters and a pair of tighty whities that had a permanent on purpose shit stain in them. And he would have to put that on. I remember there was a comic named Hood at the Cellar when I first started going there that would have to, by the way, I mean, it was not long after he was able to do this joke anymore, but he used to strap fake dynamite to his chest every night. And he's a Middle Eastern guy, and he would do a bit about, he would reveal the dynamite. And then, but it really took me back to, I remember the days of like putting my stepfather's tiny underwear on.
Oh yeah, and you had the nipple.
And then when I did the fake nipple piercings that were giant, big tin foil.
Did you have to like hold your shirt out to make sure they didn't?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. I stood in a very, very weird way just because in my mind, what's so funny about that is I'm like, joke schmokes, dude. I'm going to tear through this 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is, of this open mic. I'm going to tear this 4 minutes, and then I'm just going to, there was no even bit. Hey, guys, by the way, I just got some new piercings. Like, tell me if they're too much. And I just, like, lifted my fucking fat shirt to show my stupid, I just had this whole rig. I had, like, a string around my neck that I would tie these rings to. It was so stupid.
How long did it take you? 2 questions.
I only did it once.
Two-part questions.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take to get ready? And did you ever call it gearing up?
For the...
Were you ever like, it's time to gear up?
Well, no, because I would do it. The worst part is, I wasn't even a person who would go, like, change into this stuff. Yeah. I'm like, since my thing had to be underwear, my ball meat was almost falling out of the sides of.
Yeah.
I'm significantly larger than my stepfather,
but it would kill.
It murdered.
I mean, people really like, when we're talking about this stuff, you like talk about bad jokes you used to do or whatever. People are like, well, why'd you do it? And you're like, because there was a result.
Because it was devastating.
You had it.
Who doesn't laugh at a fat person getting undressed?
When you first got a fucking result, you were like, oh shit, like a big laugh. You're like, God damn.
And I mean, getting into my underwear was chair breaking laughter sometimes. I mean, people went nuts. Like it was killed so hard. It was so shitty.
Did you do that on your first Comic View?
Yep. Yes, I did.
God, I want to find that set.
Me too.
I really.
It has to exist somewhere.
I would kill for an afternoon of
all 3 of my Comic View sets. I'd love to see.
I would kill for an afternoon of weed, good sandwiches, and bad Comic View from the early days when you were like when you did it, like watching your episode, the episode after yours, and just seeing like
it was. Dude, that was my favorite. When I did Comic View the 3rd time, they rebranded the name. I did it almost by accident.
What do you mean?
They told me the show was called One Mic Stand, and Kev was hosting it. Kevin Hart. So I was like, it's not Comic View, and they go, no, it's like what's replacing Comic View. It's like a new thing. We're taking a new approach on it. And
it's like what they did with Premium Blend with Live at Gotham.
Also, now this time they're like, money's good, money's real, put you up nice. And they did. Every person that was on the show was assigned a limo driver.
Damn.
Like for the day.
Damn.
Anywhere you wanted to go, this limo driver. It was pretty weird. And they put you up at the Sheraton Studio City. My room had like a balcony you could walk out into. I think it was on the 1st floor, and it was like to a pool, maybe the pool, or it might have been my own little thing.
Damn.
Beautiful. And then we got there, and it was like when I started signing the contracts, it's Comic View presents One Mic Stand.
Yeah.
And Kev was the host, and Bob Sumner, I want to say it was, because he took over. He was a Def Jam guy, and he took over this thing with the Kev for Comic View. And him giving this speech, dude, it was like Al Pacino in Any Given Sunday.
Really?
He walked through, he's like, man, everybody thinks Comic View, because we're going to change the narrative. Everybody thinks Comic View is a bunch of people putting in fake hillbilly teeth and dressing up like a lady and doing the same old, I met the last slave joke and the same old, the slave voice and the white guy voice. They think it's all just that cornball. He goes, we're here to show them it's different. I mean, I was nodding by the end of that, because I was like, hell yeah. Because it's my 3rd Comic View, and I'm doing comedy 8 years at this point.
Okay.
Maybe. Right? Let's to be fair.
That's fucking impressive. 3 Comic Views in 8 years? I mean, I don't care.
The first 2 times they were being boycotted, nobody could do it because they were paying $150 in a check. I think maybe the 2nd time it wasn't that. I
didn't know you were a replacement player.
first one ever. That was 6 months into comedy.
Jesus Christ.
It was crazy.
That's so early into comedy.
It was crazy early into comedy.
So early.
I was terrified when I was there.
Yeah, dude. I was scared to do the Desert Diamond Casino 6 months into comedy.
I also had big...
let alone fucking television.
I also had like, I was nervous of it, and I had bad people there for making me feel comfortable. Not that everyone was mean at all, but some big personalities. I remember the person I thought was by far the funniest human being there that was making me laugh, but it was so intimidating of a person was Corey Holcomb.
Oh my God!
And this is a pre-famous Corey Holcomb. Even
Corey Holcomb's unbelievable.
Raw. He still is a raw dude. Still crazy. I don't know what
funny
I'm
as
talking
fuck.
Hilarious.
What's that? Shout out Foxhole.
Shout out Foxhole.
Yeah,
The Corey Holcomb show. He's so funny.
So funny.
He's hilarious and a big person, and everything he did made me laugh.
But
he
that's
was
fair that you're
He was so
intimidated.
comfortable and just like being funny in a room of comics.
I thought you were going to tell me.
Like,
I thought you were going to tell me it was a guy named like Little Mans, and he just fucking got you intimidated. Corey Holcomb makes sense. You're like, oh shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. And I was there like the first time doing it, but anyway. And then the second time, I think it was like scale it paid, and this time it was like paying more and all this like thing. And that guy gave him that speech, man. It was so funny. And looking around the room of people who knew they were going on that day. Oh, and I think he used the example of fucking stools. Everyone thinks we're actually their fucking stools and talking about this and that. And bitches don't be sucking dick. We're here to change.
We are in hell. Everyone thinks that BET's nothing but a bunch of stool humping. White people do this. Black people do that. Now look to your left.
I can't help you out there.
Look,
I'm too old.
I'm too old. I would hump a stool, but I'm too old.
But I can't. I got to stand back here.
I want to tell you what my mama told me when I was a kid.
They think you're a bunch of slave voices. They think you're a bunch of stool humps.
I know you're gonna overly pronounce your words like you're white. But for once, just once, maybe you do some political stuff.
Not that they paid an audience to come in, so it was a terrible audience in the afternoon on a weekday in L.A.
Yeah,
it was terrible.
People don't.
And by the way,
realize-
I think when I got called in, I think I was the sessions that I did were so bad that like they had to go and reshoot a bunch of stuff. But I think it's the opposite of that. I think I was part of the reshoot ones, but I think our crowds were terrible too.
Damn.
So it didn't matter. I think there was an episode where Ray Lapowski got attacked.
Damn.
On stage by a woman. That might have been White Boys in the Hood. It's the Bonfire.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget that The Bonfire's a radio show, a full show. We got a studio and everything. You can listen to us on SiriusXM or on the SXM app. It's basically the same thing. Go to SiriusXM.com/bonfire for a special offer.